My name's Savannah. I'm 20 years old. Right now, I'm just focusing on content creating on social media, focusing mainly on TikTok and Instagram, but I do like to post on YouTube. I think it was just since being young, I've always just had like a bubbly personality and like just been, you know, like wanting to entertain people, make people laugh. And then it was literally like I'd say a couple of years ago, it was back when I was in high school, my friends were just like, why don't you just try it, you know, like around lockdown time, they were like, why don't you just try it and see where it goes? And I thought, you know what, I've got nothing to lose. And then kind of just from there, like I just seen how much and how quickly I was growing, and it just, yeah, went from there. I'd say when I first started doing it, it was a lot more easier for it to impact me, as in I was a lot more bothered on like the hate comments and like how people would like perceive my content and how I was posting. But now I've kind of more just learned like whatever you do, no matter what you do, someone's gonna have a negative, positive impact. You've just gotta, like, if you're happy with what you've done, then you've just kind of got to see it as that. So yeah, I wouldn't really say it affects me anymore, but it did. When I'm getting like all my followers and supporters just, you know, showing that they do care about me and like they like my content and everything, it just makes me feel a lot more lifted and just happy, because I just feel like it just gives me more of a purpose as like to think like this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. As much as like my content and everything is more like be yourself, like this is my authentic self, there is a lot of like boundaries that I've got to stay within, because obviously not everyone's going to be happy with some things which I do, and it's just one of them things like, it's like the saying says, what people don't know can't hurt them. I mean, there is quite a lot of challenges that come with it, of course, but I'd say just self-esteem, like, 'cause it can either really boost or, yeah, just like de-boost your confidence and everything. It just depends on how you're viewed online, I'd say. I'd say time limit no, because obviously it is my job, like, and as well as it being my job, like, it's just a hobby going on social media and everything. So I wouldn't say there's any time limits I'd say I used to filter my comments, like, and just filter off like hate things that people could put, but now I just think like people can write that, it's fine, like my followers more or less just have my side on it anyway, so it doesn't bother me really anymore. I think so many children look up to influencers, but not always in a positive way, as in comparing themselves and stressing out trying to be someone that they're not, and, you know, like just hyperfixating on this reality which they think is an influencer's like real life. Because if you think about it, influencers and everyone posting, that you only see a glimpse of their week and day, whereas children and teenagers online are like seeing all of this, what they're posting, and thinking, oh yes, this is their lifestyle, this is how they live, and it's just comparing unrealistic like lives to everyone else's, if that makes sense. I'd say it depends on if the parents allowing the children access to social media, which I don't really think they should at that age, but I mean there's nothing you can really do about it. I'd say there's an effect, as in primary school kids are, you know, just trying to look up to the high school kids, and whoever they're looking up at, they're trying to at the same time, but I wouldn't say it has even half the effect on primary school kids compared to teenagers and high school kids. See, I'm very mixed opinions about it, because I feel as though so many content creators and everything, that like when I was younger, when I started, I mean, yeah, I was like 13, 14, but it wasn't really common for like my age of people to be influencers, whereas now you see people like famous girls and boys being like 13, like as the age I was when I started, but them having the same like popularity and clout as I do now. So I feel as though it's kind of just, I don't know, I think it might benefit people, but at the same time it's just gonna, I don't know, I just think it's gonna take a lot away from like Australian like people's like upbringing, and like, I mean, I suppose it's gonna help them socialise more, but I just think like, or I just think 16, it shouldn't be 16. I think if it was me to do it, I'd have it 13, but that's just my opinion. Everyone's gonna have different opinions. So wow, it majorly did affect the world. I think social media became, obviously it's always been very big, but I think it became a lot more bigger in lockdown and when COVID was around, because everyone was just at home. There was nothing really to do except for your electronics and yeah, social media. It was how people connected with each other. But I think it was a good impact on social media because so many new creators were coming out and like influencing people, and so many new trends, videos. Like, it was such a fun time. Like, I feel as though that was probably prime TikTok. But I'd say like regarding the whole of social media, it probably helped a lot of people financially, because obviously being at home, you can't really go to work, you can make an income off social media. But then at the same time, as much as it was such a great impact, it was also such negative impact, because it made all the online bullying and like sending people abuse and hate rise so much, because more or less everyone in their mum and nan and family was on social media at that time for many months. So I just think it was a good thing, like, because it did blow up social media more on different platforms and everything. But then obviously when there's a positive, there's going to be a negative.